shoot Larry King.
Hey, did you hear the tragedy tonight?
What's that?
The George W. Bush library burned down.
Oh my God, the old Bush one.
No, the George W.
So they were already building him a fucking library?
Both books were destroyed.
What was that, the Bible and Archie Comics? Nice.
Oh, this
That's
is so,
a good one.
yeah, that's a great one.
I'll have to tell Nancy that one.
Oh, God.
And the one hadn't even been colored in yet.
And the Bible was audiobook.
Jim Hugley told me that.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm experiencing the absurd, the uncanny.
I was trying to convince Eleni that the United States was the greatest country in the history of the universe.
The universe. Let's not even worry about our solar system. Let's just fucking go right on out there, baby.
Yeah, I prefaced it with as far as I know.
That's all you have to say. That's the only disclaimer we require.
We're being truthful as far as I know.
The word is the limit.
It's a great title for a show. As far as I know.
A patron?
No. I'm saying you say you don't like believe in anything, or that you're not sure of anything.
Tell us.
There's got to be some basement that you know is true.
Lupe's basement?
There is one basement, and that is...
Where do you go to the very deepest
In
down
the
level
white room.
Okay.
that you
This is
know
it.
is
You know, what is
No
it, the
kidding.
things you get where you just start,
But-
I mean, so there's Tourette's, but Joe was talking
You
about
are.
like some kind of grandma or somebody who, like, her mind's starting to go, she has, was it Parkinson's or something, and you start, like, I mean, like, she just says stuff you ordinarily wouldn't say, the sensor's gone, and so they were like leaving the hospital, and she said something like, you know,
You
like,
have no
nurse is a
idea.
slut or whatever, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get to that point, I'm gonna be like, fuckers, fuck, and nobody's gonna know the difference, man, like, he used to do that all the time,
You cannot see yourself
I'm just like,
because see, your diagnosis would be delayed,
Oh,
so
I
you'd be
can.
normal for longer.
Right.
Right?
there you go, that's right.
I'm more
Unless
critical of
you wanna
myself
be-
than anybody else.
No,
I can want to be diagnosed early,
Oh,
so
God.
that you get the fucking social welfare corporation.
Maybe I'll just become president of the NRA and kick fucking back.
Was that the double
I'm
AARP?
always making mistakes.
The retired
AARP, yeah.
Evil.
I was thinking of Heston there, though.
Beautiful, wonderful, true nature of humanity is that where people love and hate and fuck
Oh, and fuck.
in a free way.
Into that.
And then die.
The bowling alley.
You name it.
No, but
I don't know what it is.
Tell our
See, there
viewers
you
how
go.
much,
There, so
how
you
much
don't.
you
So
Pays $1,200 a month, and he's pissing and moaning about it. He's got 2 kids in Wisconsin that Wisconsin don't even know. I mean, Wisconsin don't even know the situation here. And all I gotta do is make a phone call
I
there.
once had a relative with a spinal problem.
My point is simply this. I've got a debt.
I'd just like to say, at this point, that there's no way out. Sadly, there's no way out. It's in. That's all we have is to go in. So, onward. Keep up the banner. I know we will. Dog. Peace out. Misterovich, man. Misterovich. Starovich. Just keeping them entertained while you were gone.
All right. So, my husband, and then I was involved with one of the most important intellectuals, at least as far as this culture is concerned. And
Bill Maher?
I won him. I'm not going to say a name. I won him in every debate we had. For example, he would tell me, read the Symposium, read Phaedro by Plato. And we would have a discussion, talking 7 hours on the phone. And I would win every fucking argument about Eros. Okay? So, so,
Who was the judge? You?
he would just give up. He would say, okay. But I'm Greek, you know, I have an advantage. And then that was my second very important kind of moment. And then there was a third moment, which was, very sublime, but it was impossible, so I'm not going to even talk about it. So the thing is this. In order to get to fucking, in my definition, one has to have a whole lot of other things working. And I have a system, and I'm going to write a book on that. I believe there are 4 basic categories in the field of human existence. 1 is the intellectual. 2 is the psychoanalytic. 3 is the existential. 4 is the sexual. All of these, of course, need a further dimension to exist, which is the material. And it was very interesting in the movie you showed that all that happened was to an upper class society having a beach house somewhere which is isolated and that they go to for a little while. You know, that was an element that I thought was interesting. So
But it was not a Marxist.
You're so kind.
And we're like, okay, let's milk it out, you know?
That's what I like about Lenny. He's so kind.
And it's true. It's
Yeah.
fucking true.
Yeah.
If you didn't give a shit, you could milk so much.
Oh, right, yeah.
And we're just laughing our asses off.
Me and my one friend, you know that movie Fletch? Yeah, that's the whole premise of him, that anywhere he walks into, he just acts like he's part of that particular scene. And this friend of mine said he and his brother or something came up with this phrase, Fletch it, where they would just like get into a scene and just totally like, you know, walk into an office and just ask for, get a cup of coffee, do it. And it's like, and if you really acted like you knew what you were doing, you could be.
As long as you had the right persona and the right, you have to have the costume too. That's part of acting.
Yeah. And you know a little bit about it. Yeah.
But very little.
Very little, yeah.
George built that on Seinfeld.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's fucking huge.
I know, that's great, yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, there's that scene in Fletch.
That's rewarding. What about Bane?
I don't know what to do with Bane's serenity. And by
What are the options?
well, Bane, he is there, he is within the context, but
He's also out of his mind with lust.
aren't we all?
No.
No?
There are ways you can deal with lust.
I know, it's satisfying.
No.
No.
Also, Zoloft.
Oh, Zoloft.
Zoloft will kill all lust. Yeah. It'll shut down your whole.
Well, I take Zoloft and it does not kill my lust.
Yeah.
I take very little.
How much?
50?
A day?
Mm-hmm.
Shit. I take 100.
Huh?
I take 100. I'm twice the man you are.
And that's what does that mean?
It means I don't have sex.
Oh, I don't believe you.
Why? What have you heard?
I have not heard anything. You're married.
So, people talk. Romana spreads around rumors, I know.
You know, you are playing a game with me here.
That's what Educated Bowlers is all
I know,
about.
all right. But the thing is this, Zoloft does not influence me. To me, you know.
Why are you taking it then, if it doesn't influence you?
I don't know, it's just that
Stop taking it.
I think I should, because it doesn't do anything for me. The moment
When
of...
did you become convinced that it was doing something for you such that you decided to continue?
Oh, it was during my divorce.
That's what they should call it, the divorce pill.
Yes,
Like you're
it
going
is,
through a
exactly,
divorce, you
exactly.
take
But
this.
the thing is this,
I'm not even going through a divorce.
I was, after my divorce, I met one person,
Ralph.
Ralph?
Is that what you called him?
No, whoever.
Mike?
I'm not gonna say. And he got me so high
On what? Zola?
on nothing, on feeling,
Jesus.
on feeling. Can you believe it?
I can't believe that.
Got me high. Great sex.
Crystal meth.
But this is my point about fucking. Fucking is not prearranged. As Lacan would say, great sex occurs at the margins of marriage, not within it.
That's not what Cotton Mather said.
Cotton Mothers, please. I know about Cotton Mothers.
You do?
Oh, I do. I took a course on Puritanism. Thank you very much.
In Cotton Mather's diary, he says nothing about sex at the margins of marriage.
I know. That's why Edward Taylor's
He talks
wife.
about wild monkey love, but
That's why Edward Taylor's wife died of depression after having a zillion kids. You know?
that's a life. Have a zillion kids, then
Yeah.
die of depression.
Exactly. I mean, what is it, motherhood, that leads you?
Are you in? You know, you could teach both of the Greek myth classes if you want. Thursday and
I can do that.
And,
I would love to do
Tuesday.
that.
the other class. I won't involve you in that one, but I'm teaching now in critical writing. I'm teaching for the first time. One of my essays is forcing them to learn about women's history.
Mm-hmm.
And it's strange. It's one of the most challenging things I've done. When I teach racial stuff and all that, it's pretty easy to figure out how to get them to start embracing their own problems. With, you know, but with gender, it's fucked up. It's very hard to get them to.
Because it's so immediate to them. It has nothing to do with another race. It has to do with them.
And that is a very
He just like assumed he can fit in anywhere.
Yeah.
And that was really good because I mean, there's times where I'll stand up for
I know
myself,
you
but I
sound
can
very
go. I
fucking
have
well.
found myself in so many different situations,
Huh?
and I can. I mean, if I
No,
don't
no,
really
no.
give a shit,
I
like
do.
I'm at somebody's wedding or something,
I
and there's
am
these guys that truck
the most
drivers. I can sit down.
confident
I won't mention
person,
fucking
confident
theology.
person
I don't
you
want
will
to
ever
give a
meet.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beer, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, we all play that
Person
game
you will
Oh,
ever
yeah.
meet.
to varying levels.
Sure.
Oh, that
But I
believe.
can
Absolutely.
I've often felt like I can be a chameleon. I can fit in with a lot of different people. And I think the more educated you are, the more you can do that to a certain point.
Right.
I mean, there are some educated people who could never do it
Yeah, you're right.
because they've never been in the streets.